Please subscribe math.com and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more video updates.
Hello everyone. Today we will learn how you can insert or find the three arithmetic means between the two numbers. You can insert 4, 5 or 6. It depends the two numbers that are given and what is asked in the question. So we have an example that you have to find three arithmetic means between 18 and 30. Now what does it mean? It means if I write 18 and if I write 30 here, I have to add three arithmetic means between them. So it means we will have A1 here, A2 here and A3 here. So we have to add three arithmetic means between 18 and 30. So for that purpose, there is one condition that is mandatory. These three numbers will be in arithmetic mean if this sequence is in arithmetic progression. So what does it mean? It means that the difference between the two consecutive terms must be constant, or you can say must be a common difference. That means the difference between these two terms, the difference between these two terms, the difference between these two terms and the difference between these two terms must be constant. So in that case, the given sequence will be in arithmetic the given sequence will be in arithmetic progression, and the numbers that we will find between 18 and 30 will be the arithmetic means. So how we can do that? It means we need to find a common difference in order to find the arithmetic means between these two between the 18 and 30. This means that this arithmetic progression has the term A1 as 18. This is the term A5, and we need to find the common difference between the two consecutive terms, that is D. So once we get the value of D, we can easily find the arithmetic means between 18 and 30 by just adding D in every value. So let's find it. As we know the formula of the nth term of the arithmetic progression, that is AN is equals to A1 plus n minus 1D. Now what we have from the given progression that is given from the given values, we do have A1 that is equals to 18. We do have n. What is n? N is the total number of terms. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 terms. So n is equals to 5. And what is AN? AN is the last term of the sequence. So here last term of the sequence is A5. So we can replace the AN by A5, and that is equals to 30. And what left is D, and D is unknown. Once we get the D, we can easily find the value of the arithmetic means between the two terms. So we just need to put the values here as AN is A5. A5 is equals to A1 plus 5 minus 1D. A5 is what? A5 is 30 and A1 is 18 plus 5 minus 1 is 4D. Then 4D is equals to 30 minus 18, that is equals to 12, and D will be equals to 3. So it means there is a difference of 3 between the two consecutive terms of the arithmetic progression. So if we add 3 to every term, we will get the arithmetic sequence quickly. So let's find it as the first term was 18, second term is A1. Now it means we have to add 3 to the second term, as a common difference comes out is 3. So D is equals, so A1 is basically, if I write here, A1 is basically equals to A1 plus D, that is 18 plus 3 equals to 21. A2 is equals to A1 plus D, that is equals to 21 plus 3 equals to 24, and A3 is equals to A2 plus D, that is equals to 24 plus 3 equals to 27, and the last term is 40. So the sequence that comes out will be 18, A1 is 21, A2 is 24, A3 is 27, and A5 is 30. So what we have got an arithmetic sequence or progression because there is a common difference between the two consecutive terms. Like here we have a difference of 3, here we have a difference of 3, here we have a difference of 3, and here we have a difference of 3. So this is how you can insert the arithmetic means between the given two numbers, and make sure that the sequence that you will get must be an arithmetic progression. That is, the difference between the two consecutive terms must be same. So similarly, we can also add 4 arithmetic means or 5 arithmetic means. It depends on the question given. If you will be asked to find 5 arithmetic means, you just need to add a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, and the method will be the same that we have used here. And the basic formula is this, that will help you out to find the common difference. So that's all from today's lecture. Thank you.